So welcome to 1.5. We're going to do what we've been doing for the last several days with integers. Integers are numbers that are whole. They're either positive whole numbers or negative whole numbers. What do we call numbers that are not whole? We call them fractions. And another way to say fractions are decimals. So we're going to be not doing integers today. We're going to be adding and subtracting decimals. Now the good news is in math, a rule is a rule. So the same rules that you learned with integers are true for decimals. It's just a little harder. So see if you can answer these. Right? This is the warm-up. Even though they're decimals, you should know how to add them together. Right? So when we're adding $8.20 to $4.67, we get $12.87. Now do the next one. Now notice, if I give number 1 on a test, every single student gets it right. What did I just do wrong? Say it out loud. What did I just do wrong? I didn't line up my decimal points, right? We're not in first grade or second grade anymore where we line up the right side of the number. No, we're lining up our decimal points, right? And so, the whole numbers have to line up. The decimal points have to line up. These are tenths there, in the 10th place. These are hundredths. Everything has to line up properly. And so this is, in fact, the same exact problem as the one next to it, except it doesn't have a dollar sign. And if I say it is money, everyone gets, if I say $8.20, everyone puts the 2 in the right place. But I put, say, 8.2, yeah, 8.2 is 8.20. It's $8.20. It's not $8.02. It's $8.20. And so those two have basically the same answer. All right, do the next two. Well, they're both negative, right? So if we owe $9.02 and we owe $7.50, we add those two together. We're lining up our decimals here, and we owe $16.52. Negative $9.02. Notice that's what 2 cents looks like. And owe $7.50, you owe $16.52. So the other one is the same, right? You line up the decimal points. You can put a 0 there, but the only reason you're putting a 0 there is so everything lines up. And they're both negative, so it is negative 16.52. And some of your teachers last year, quite correctly, would have made you say that is negative 16 and 52 hundredths, right? The 2 is in the hundredths place, so you always use the place value of the last digit. So that's negative 16.52. I let students say that. You can't say 0.52. It's negative 16.52. That's called spelling the number. Or, quite correctly, you'd say negative 16 and 52 hundredths. All right, so the rules are the rules, right? If you have owe $3.20 and owe $5.01, you owe $8.21, right? If it's dollars, everyone gets it right. If you have 3.2, that's $3.20, same thing. So these have basically the same answer and are done the same way. So let's make sure we all know about tenths, hundredths, and fractions. So I want you to write 1.05 as money. Right? Every single person here can write $1.05. Notice I say cents. You do not write the cent symbol. All right, ever, almost ever. So that is how you write $1.05. What is that as a fraction? In fact, it's a mixed number, right? That's the same as 1 5/100ths, right? 1.5 is the one that's 1 5/10. That's not what we have here. All right, so 12.5, right? That is money. That's $12.50, right? We add a 0 when it's money because money is in hundredths. So that's the same as 12 and 5/10. Now there's something wrong with 12 and 5/10. It is the same as 50 hundredths, but that's not the problem, right? You can just cross those zeros out. But typically we don't leave fractions unsimplified, right? Typically we would write that as 12 and a half. But I'm really looking for this on the homework. I want to make sure you know that's tenths, not hundredths or thousands. 12 and 5/10. So how would you say that as money? Well, as money, it's $1,045.90. As a fraction, it's 1,045 and 9/10. This is where you say and in math. It's really the only place. Notice you do not say and where that comma is. It's $1,045. There's no and there. It's $1,045.90. It's 1,045 and 9/10. And goes where the decimal point is only. This was 12.5, which is $12.50, which is 12 and 5/10, or 12 and 1/2, and so on. All right. Your teachers have been teaching you to line up your decimal points. Please continue to do that. So $5 plus $2.03, right? You could do that in your head. It's $7.03, right? Right? But yet I put this on a test and I'll see people do this. Whoops. I won't see them do that. I'll see them do this. No way, right? 5 goes above the 2, right? Right? Your teacher puts those zeros there just so that everything lines up. Right? Do that one. So it's 18.4 plus 3. So it's plus 3.0 or 21.4. Right? Right, if I said $18.40 plus $3, no one would think it's $18.70. No, the 3 has to go under the 8. So sum is another word for add. So we're adding these up. Notice I don't put the dollar signs up there, only on the answer, but I do put them on the answer. All right, perimeter. So perimeter means, if you didn't know this, add up all the sides. Doesn't matter how many sides, you add them all up. So if you didn't know that, write that down. If you did, fine. So you can do them one at a time. Right, I'm putting a 0 there, so my decimal points line up. 8 plus 8 is 16. 9 plus 9 plus 9 is 26. And M stands for meters. That's 26.26 meters all the way around the perimeter. So now we're combining those rules with what we know about integers. So how would you do this? So 7.9 plus 2 would be 9.9. So negative 7.9 plus negative 2 is negative 9.9. The 2 has to go under the 7. They're both negative, right? If I wrote $7.90 plus $2, you would know without even writing it that it's $9.90, right? Or negative 9.9. So this is negative 21.19, right? You can say that as negative 21.19, not 19. Once you say 19, it's negative 21 and 19 hundredths. So you can spell it out, it's called, or say the fraction. You cannot combine the two. You can't say 0.19. Some teachers let you get away with that. No. So now we're adding the opposite. So 5 plus 2 is 7, so this is 7.03, which is the same as, and you don't have to write this, but you have to know that it's the same as 7 3/100ths. All right, we're adding the opposite. Oh, I messed up on the... No, we added the opposite. I didn't mess up. I thought I did for a second. So 4.8 plus 5.3 is 10.1. So this is negative 10.1, also known as negative 10 1/10. One place past the decimal is tenths. We're adding the opposite. So that's negative 19 2 thousandths, right? Tenths, hundredths, thousandths. And we're adding the opposite, negative 56 3/100ths. So they're both negative, so we're adding them up. We're lining up those decimal points, not the end of the number, so I'm putting that extra 0 there. And I'm getting negative 75.032. 0.032 is spelling it out, or you could say it as negative 75 32 thousandths. Right? 3 places over is thousandths. Round that to the nearest whole number. A whole number doesn't have a fraction or a decimal. So what's nearest? Is 25 nearer or 26 nearer? I want to be a little neater with this. So 25.3 would be right there, right? So what's nearer? So this is the approximate symbol, by the way. It's 2 tildes on top of each other, if you know what that is. 2 squiggly lines, and so it's approximately 25. 25.3 is approximately 25. I think I'm about to have some things in the way here, so I'm going to erase. Yeah. All right, so when you round, when you're rounding the nearest whole number, you just look at the tenths. What's the rule? If it's, so there's 49 and there's 50. Which one would 49.9, it doesn't matter about the rest of it, where would 49.924 be? Closer to 49 or closer to 50? Well, it's closer to 50, right? It's almost there, right? 49.9 is right about there, and then the 24 just makes it a little closer. So 99.5, right? Well, 0.5 is halfway. You should know that. So 99.5 is halfway between 99 and 100. So what do you round it to? Math people have just decided that we usually round up. When it's 0.5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, we go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, we stay where we were. But 99.5 is actually right in the middle. So we round it to 100. All right, so use that to make this problem easy. Look at the numbers up above, look at this problem, and then pick the answer. Well, that's about 25, that's about 50, that's about 100. Please, this skill, right? I see students on problems like this write all this work out and then make a mistake and get it wrong when you could just round it and do it in your head. Please, right? There's no way these add up to any of the other two. Same thing here. So use your rounding skills. All right, so there's 1, so that stays at 13. That's 6.9, that goes up to 7. So this is around 13 plus 7, or around 20. Which number is closest to the exact answer? 20 is. The actual answer is a little more than, it's actually, yes, a little more than 20. Am I wrong about that? I have to look. Oh, I don't want to do it. So here's your practice. Please do these before I put up the answers. So write them as money in a fraction. right? So as money, write that as this. And how do you say that? You say that as 50 cents, but I don't write the cent symbol. 0.5 is 50 cents, not 5 cents, 50 cents, right? 5 cents looks like that. And so this is 50 cents. As a fraction, it's 5/10. That's really all I want, but yes, that simplifies to 1/2. As money, this is $74.40. As a fraction or mixed number, this is 74 4/10. Right? It is 40 hundredths, but it's, right, we don't need those zeros there. And yes, it would also simplify to 74 2/5, but this is really all I'm going for. All right, so if we're adding decimals, right, we line up our decimal points. You can put a 0 there. And this is 73.17, or 73 17 hundredths. This one, they're both negative. So we're just adding things together, is negative 61.6, or negative 61 6/10. Here we're adding the opposite. So 17.1 plus 8.9, carry the 1, bring the decimal straight down when you're adding, and this is negative 26. And we're not going to put negative 26.0. That's not better than negative 26, right? What's the point? Would you write negative 26 0/10? No. So negative 26, please. Please don't leave point zeros as answers. Hopefully, you are rounding and realizing that this is 709. I don't want you to sitting there doing all this work when I see this. I'm going to have problems like this all year long. Use your rounding skills. Perimeter means add up all the sides. 15 plus 6 is 21. And I'm getting 61.2. And anytime we have a word problem, you're going to put a word. You can use the abbreviation IN, but you're going to put a word on your answers. And so it's all the way around. The perimeter of this rectangle is 61.2 inches.